Hey, what kind of hobbies do you have? Do you like enjoying nature or watching sports? Because I like to watch football and I mountain bike. I'm going to gather today with Nabil and talk about this topic. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode of the Bump Podcast. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Bump Podcast. I'm your host, Shamir, here with my co-host and beloved brother, Nabil.
Hi there, everyone. Thanks again for joining us on this week's episode. We're so excited that you guys are joining us. Sure. We're going to be talking about hobbies, man. Like
the hobby.
We all have some hobbies. Some might be interesting and some might be interesting.
Yeah.
To put it lightly.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the ringle dingle dingle. Follow us on all our social platforms. Nabil was the one that brought this topic up. I think it's a very good one for multiple reasons because, I mean, I think everybody has their own hobbies or things. Do you have the significance of hobbies? Because I think there's something I want to say, but I don't have full clarity. So go ahead.
The dictionary essentially says an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
Exactly. Leisure time and pleasure. Love it because I think some people don't consider hobbies as a lot of things they do on their leisure time on a constant basis, right? Mm-hmm. And like I said at the beginning on the intro, you know, certain things that I do is mountain bike and what was the other thing? Watch football.
You did.
Sorry.
You know, the thing that he's representing and just completely forgot about it.
This is when we won the Eastern Conference, the Eagles. Here we go. Here, we got to show the logo there. There you go. One thing I must say. Yeah, there you go. Boom. One thing I must say. I wanna shout out the NFL store, the shop, right? Please, ladies and gentlemen.
This isn't paid advertisement, by the way.
No. We're not even actually advertising. I'm actually bashing them. Why?
Doesn't that contradict what we're trying to do here?
Slightly, but why am I trying to bash them? I have ordered
bad service, poor service.
Let me start off with this one. When I did an order for the week, for the week of the birthday of my son back in March,
and he talked about it then too.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, I'm gonna do it again. I ordered a Jalen Hurts jersey and some other cool like little shirts and sweaters for the cold and all that stuff for him. None of it arrived on time. All the stuff that I ordered, like this shirt and the championship shirt and all that, all came in on time. Great. I'm like, yeah. Man, I called. They called me when I was on the call. They told me, hey, you know, you're gonna get a 30% discount on your next purchase. Sorry for the hassle. They sent my money back. Then I reordered. Took forever. And the thing is that they use like a third party company. They don't use like UPS or USPS. Weird. None of that. I don't know why. But I think it's because they just want you to purchase the next day shipping to pay like $25-$30 for shipping.
And people will do it because the hype is, you know, at the time.
Right, but then it's just like, man, like it was such a hassle, and it's okay. Recently, my cousin bought me a Saquon Barkley jersey with the Super Bowl logo on it and everything.
Yes.
And bam, I guess one of the people at their warehouse box cut the hell out of the number 26 that's right here on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Sent it back. Got my money back. Cousin got his money back, and you know what I'm saying. Did
he repurchase it or no?
No, he hasn't. But it's okay. The thing is that I've had like 3 or 4 issues with the NFL shop already, and I feel some type of way because it's just like it's not some random company or like a third party company from like Amazon or something.
Right. It's like the licensed company who owns the rights to it, and their service is absolute trash.
And, you know, so many other fans I've seen online have the same issues. But, I mean, I understand it's just it has such a following, too, where, like, I understand things excuse. Honestly,
that's
no.
But,
you know, I try to understand people sometimes. So, anyways, yes, I love football. I love watching basketball. Actually, last night, and this is something.
This is LeBron's last season, right?
Well, he actually, I don't know if it's his last season, but they got eliminated last night. against the Timberwolves, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Really?
Yeah, but the Timberwolves are playing nasty, bro.
Man, I
Last night I had and this is one of my vices that I'm trying to fix. I don't really think it is a vice, but it's not a terrible one. It's doing parlays and sports betting a little bit.
You and plenty of others around the world.
It's just sometimes you since I don't follow the NBA like I used to many years ago, I don't know how active people are in all these new draft picks and all these guys that are like now the face of the NBA. LeBron's the face of the NBA, but he's not.
But he's not new.
He's more passing the ball now than actually scoring on a constant basis. So
yeah, he's fulfilled a lot of stuff in his career.
Last night I put a parlay, and there was 3 different ones, and I put one in for LeBron to score 3 3-pointers, Doncic to score 3 3-pointers, and Edwards from Minnesota to score over 15 points. He scored over 15 points. Luka Doncic scored 2 3-pointers. LeBron only scored 1, I think. So I didn't hit the parlay, man, and I almost hit like $500 on a $15 bet. But the thing is that I kind of underestimated some of the players on the Lakers and then also all of Minnesota. But I knew Minnesota was up, so it's kind of like that's why I went with it. Anyways, the thing is that I have a lot of hobbies. I enjoy them. In my leisure time, I like to always have a positive mindset and try to like for example, when we go to the theme parks, I like to just stay away from the mindset of the everyday, like the daily basis that goes on I like to, like, when I'm doing a hobby or I'm away, to just literally get my mind off the daily routine, essentially, right? And I think that's where that fills me up internally, because
it gives us some joy.
Yeah, and just as a break from everything, and be able to recuperate and rejuvenate strengths,
Yeah, even though at theme parks we're wasting a lot of strengths and energy mentally.
But we're working out. We're working out essentially because it's good cardio for the body. You're walking like 6, 7, 8 miles a day.
Yeah, even
more sometimes. Yeah. Bro, it's sweet.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for me, my hobbies are watching a lot of geeky, nerdy stuff. Whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Marvel, DC. I'd say play video games. It's just nowadays I barely get the opportunity to play video games. I'm always working. When I'm not working, I'm spending time with my wife, which I have to do and I love to do. So it's not that it's not on the table, because it is, but it's just, for us to spend quality time, we are either talking or we're watching something rather than playing something. Yeah, we're trying to change that up a bit just to have other options. But I'm also a collector. I've been collecting for as long as I can remember. Probably like collecting for sure. Probably since the age of 12 or 13.
So about 20 years.
It's been a long time. If y'all could see this studio right now, you guys would see, autographed items I have. You would see action figures that I have posed up. I mean, they're all going to be put away soon anyway. Movies and certain video games, all that stuff. And I'm just a sucker for that. It's something tangible of the content that I really love and enjoy so much. And I've also gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I hit hard times, had to sell that, and I had to learn how to detach myself from the material items. Yeah, right, and not turn them into idols. Right. Not that I would ever turn them into idols of worship, because I never Luke Skywalker, nothing like that. Palpatine, I'm telling you. But they're just little. To me, they just kind of make me think of all the things that bring joy and happiness into my life. And so my hobbies are kind of more like that. Don't really get to play sports nowadays. I mean, we played some basketball not that long ago at the park, but it's not a consistent thing just because our schedules and everything, it's a bunch of different things. But if we did have more time, I would definitely still be playing basketball on a frequent basis. I love it. It's always, you kind of warm up Even though you haven't done it in a while, once you do, you're just like, oh man, I could do this all day, run around the whole court, shooting, and everything. It's just such a good feeling. What other hobbies can I say that I have? Podcasting for sure. Yeah. Right here on the Bump Podcast. Got so many ideas with potential future podcasts and things like that. So trying to get those juices flowing. Anything that has to do with acting, I'm like mentally involved. I haven't been able to be physically involved just because, again, just time doesn't allow it to happen right now, and that's okay. Yeah. So my hobbies are kind of few and far between, I guess, is one way to put it. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoy a lot of that stuff. Certainly going to the theme parks too when we get the opportunity to. That's a fun blessing that we have that we can't take for granted, because a lot of people have to really travel out of states or even out of countries just to be able to visit them. And when they do, it's like they're dropping bag loads, and then they got to go back to their countries and whatnot, and probably never come back again, because it's just a massive expense where it's like we have it pretty much in our backyard.
Yeah, I was seeing a post earlier on Facebook where it says that one of the most craziest expenses that the middle class has, and it's literally the theme parks, resorts, all that in between, right? Man. And it's crazy because, a lot of people in the middle class, really do drop a bag, and it's like actual rich people would not do it, even though they have the money. Like, if they
maybe
could buy
a good group of them, because I know another group of them. I mean, if you look at some of the VIP package deals at the theme parks, guys, I've seen some of those numbers per person. I'm just talking about per person. To me, it's even funnier because it's like some of the areas where you're walking through that they pay for is literally just back of house for employees to walk through to get to wherever it is they need to start working at. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, dang, you're paying for this crap? And they probably don't even know what they're walking through. Right. But it's just like, nothing to look at here that's all fancy and worth, your couple hundred.
Even like the Star Wars hotel that they did for a while was crazy expensive for a night, and you're just like,
hey, that's why it failed.
Yeah.
But that was an easy tax write-off for Disney, if you ask me.
I guess so, yeah.
Easy tax write-off. They got their money back.
Taxes. I don't know if they even pay taxes, because excuse me, I feel like, forgive me, I feel like Disney, they have a lot of things that they don't have expenses on. Essentially, like, okay, they have a lot of solar panel. They have their own.
That they do.
What's it called?
Police force.
A lot of their energy is like, it's recycled energy. Their own police force and all that shit. I mean, they do have the sheriffs come in also, but yeah, they have their own security. There's like so many things that are just like so internal that I'm just like, these people definitely planned it out. I don't think, but something I do say, I don't think Walt Disney ever thought that Disney would be what it is today.
I don't think he could.
And I think that just the group of people that were around him and the family, the way they were able to develop after he passed away, because obviously he saw Disneyland and Disney World.
No, he didn't see Disney World. He died.
So he saw Disneyland.
He died either a couple of months or maybe a year at most, and not even. I think he died a couple of months before Disney World was ready. Knew, so his brother opened it.
But he was able to see
he saw the
planograms and all that. And I think that he obviously knew it was going very far. But because especially the amount of land that they bought for like here in Orlando
for chump change.
Oh yeah, in that time, but I don't think that he ever thought it would be like 6-7 parks around the world. And
no, I don't think so.
All the stuff it grew into.
Right, at least, at least he definitely knew he was expanding to 2.
Because then like all these good Disney characters that came after him. Or it's just,
it's his legacy for sure. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It could have been his own hobby, drawing and voicing characters, and that thing just blew up into something so massive.
Massive, yeah. I mean, it's just entertainment. I think anything entertainment will always have a following. It will always have something that You know, again, this is part of like the hobbies and just like leisure time in general. Like people like having leisure time. People like to like sit back and be like, man, I'm having a good time with my family. I'm having a good time with myself or my own space. Because that's another thing. Sometimes I like to be alone and just hang out and like
definitely
collect my thoughts or watch TV or whatever it is, you know, read a book. And sometimes I like to be accompanied, you know, in those times. So it's definitely, I think there's a very positive mental aspect of having hobbies and having leisure time to incorporate it in your weekly basis. Because I mean, I can't say that every day you have that time to, you know, do that hobby. Right. Which I also saw a video on TikTok the other day of this guy. He's at the gym and he was going around asking people, hey, how many hours you work a week? Most of them said 40 plus hours. And he's like, and you're in here? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, all right, good job. And he would go, the point of the video is that like, it doesn't matter the amount of time that you work. Sometimes it's the dedication you have. And a lot of them boys in there had the dedication, and the women, they were literally saying, you know, I mean, that doesn't matter. My health is more important than anything else, you know, and that's something to respect from a lot of people out there that are actually hustling to that point that yes, they might be exhausted, but they know that it's like we spoke about what was it, the last podcast or the podcast before that one about resting.
Last podcast.
Last podcast, where, you know, we need to know what times we need to rest and what times we need to rest up for those moments where we will be restless. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Build up that energy so when we have to use it in full, you know, it's like using the car. You got your gas tank full, but when you need to sometimes just go because you can't, you know, you don't have the time to go and fill up gas again, and you're at half a tank, or you don't have the money for it, so you're like, I gotta wait till 2 weeks. So I gotta stretch this out as best as I can, right? You know, and use it wisely. That's something super important. Also, I wanted to bring up the fact that the, you know, kind of the importance behind having hobbies, right? It's hobbies aren't, you know, necessarily like a thing for survival, but the importance behind it is that it benefits mental and physical health, reduces stress and overall well-being. Engaging in activities you can boost happiness, reduce symptoms of depression, and even improve cognitive function. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Again, if it's something as simple as, you know, watching a game. If you think about it, you could be tired, but if they made that touchdown in such a dope way where they went ahead and did an interception and then they went ahead and, you know, made the touchdown, you're just like, yeah, go on, let's go. You know, that kind of thing. Like
the way we won the Super Bowl.
Oh, man. They just wiped the floor with the other team. Like,
we made a broom out of them.
My gosh, bro. That was a solid game.
Yeah.
Solid game.
I cried when we won the Super Bowl this year.
Sissy.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of you guys out there that are fans.
You know, I just feel like a lot of haters out there, and they were just, bro, we've won 2 championships in less than 10 years. Come on now, man. We're not doing terrible.
No.
You know? And then, you know,
it's
just
like
a
Cubs
lot of
fans.
people.
They're fans. I just saw one today, actually, and I was like, nice hat, Rico. He's like, yeah, go Cubs. I'm like,
yeah, go Cubs.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
they were predicted to win back in 2015 in Back to the Future, like they would win in 2015, and I think they did. I think. Don't quote me on that. But point is, it's just like it's few and far between that a team like that actually, you know, makes history kind of like that.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, all you Cub fans, but the research I've done in the past,
like for a prediction to happen, or it either was behind the scenes already written, or actually it just happened magically out of the.
I mean, think that miracles do happen in a funny way sometimes. So
yeah,
you know,
they can.
But yes, touching on the hobbies and the benefits, right? It benefits mental and emotional well-being, physical health. So for example, if you're doing something like gardening, exercising, that'll contribute to better physical health by increasing heart rate, brain function, and promoting relaxation. Also, again, cognitive function that can help stimulate the brain and keep it active, potentially reducing the risk of cognitive decline. Social connection. Many hobbies involve interacting with others, fostering social connection and reducing feelings of loneliness. And that's important too, because sometimes the hobbies on the flip side that we might have could in fact isolate you, and that's not good too. I'm talking about, for example, people who are hardcore gamers. That's a dangerous slope to go down through, because the problem with that is you're constantly in your room or your office or whatever by yourself. You could be playing online, so you make online friends, but you're not socializing, so you're not feeding off of their energy. If you understand what I'm kind of coming from, like, right. There's something different when you're face to face with somebody versus on the phone or online. It's just a different connection. We are meant to connect physically, not like virtually, and virtually has its benefits for sure. But again, it's just not. It's not this. Right. You know what I mean? It's like if we were podcasting online all the time, I don't think we would bounce off of each other the way we do in person. Yeah. That's just my personal experience from past podcasts that I've done. Right. Self-discovery and growth that can provide opportunities for learning new skills, developing creativity, and exploring different interests, which can lead to personal growth and self-discovery. Stress reduction. I mean, the list could go on, and I think this is just, some food for thought for all of you guys to be able to take in. Like, I'm genuinely curious. We really want to hear from you guys to see what kind of hobbies you guys have. I did mountain biking with him once, and I just fell straight on my face. That was bad, and I was already having a bad morning earlier that day.
Yeah, thank God it did. You didn't break anything dirt or anything. Yeah,
because the thing was, he took this particular route, and I forgot what it was. I don't remember. You
took the other route.
No, I know, but it was like I think you jumped over, and I'm like, oh, I can't jump over that, so I took the other route. And by taking the other route, it was like a mountain, and I was like, oh, I'm so dead. And then it's like the first tire just hit the ground, and I fell forward. I was so mad, but then I laughed it off because I'm like, well, I survived. Yeah, I survived. No injuries at all. Yeah. I was just like, wow, God loves me, man. Hey, and then I almost fell off the little thin bridge that was there too into the water.
Oh yeah, that's a very thin bridge. Yeah, thank God we went through that. Yeah,
thank God we went through that. What you mean?
That you didn't fall through the bridge?
Well, yeah, but
that would have been terrible. Oh, man. On another note, to finish off today, right? Nabil brought to my attention to the Star Wars creators and all that. Oh gosh, Nabil, read the news. Read the news for them. Tell them what's going on.
Yeah, basically, if you guys are watching, I mean,
I need you to send me that picture so I can post it.
This is a slight spoiler. I mean, it's out there, but I haven't seen Andor season 2, and if you haven't, just skip to this number that Shamir's putting down here below, so you guys can avoid the spoiler. But essentially, the character of Bail Organa, Senator Bail Organa, it has been recast. It's no longer Jimmy Smits, which, I mean, the man was, Bail Organa from pretty much the beginning. He was in episode 2, Attack of the Clones, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, which we saw in the theaters recently for its 20th anniversary. Yeah. We watched it when it first came out back in 2005 as little young bucks.
Little younglings before Anakin decided to destroy us all.
That's dark, man. We survived.
Yes, we did. We actually did. Yes, we were a few that survived.
Scars came out of it, but we survived. Yeah. And yeah, watched it in 4DX. Now that's an experience you guys got to. If you haven't done it, it was fun.
The best. Make sure to turn off the water button if you don't want to get in your face or just like water just trickling all over you.
Yeah,
just a heads up.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so and Jimmy Smits, continue to play the character.
We're gonna put the pictures right here.
Yeah,
Jimmy Smits, new guy. I don't even want to know his name because this guy is so ugly, bro. I literally said he's the white Morgan Freeman. I swear.
In this picture here, he does look like
bro, like terrible.
But he's not white. He's Hispanic too.
Well, hey, that's how you know I'm not racist or I'm not shooting at any race in general. It's just like, bro, like,
yeah,
dude, like when you showed me him earlier, I could, well, hey, good for him.
And we got to see him perform. Geez. It's just no, man. It's just no, because again, Jimmy Smits has played this character.
If Jimmy Smits was the, God bless him. If he was dead and they had to recast, story. It's just like, well, you don't have an option, right? But no.
And even then, if he was busy because of schedule conflicts, he's shooting something else, just write the character off. Just write the character off. Don't bring the character in, because for what?
Yeah, you could do it at some other moment or something.
It's like they've brought back young Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. And what do? They bring back Mark Hamill, but they also have this other actor to do the, it's Luke Skywalker young, so they got to have him in his younger body look and whatever.
Some movements at times or whatever. That makes sense.
Right. But then it's like this guy, we could recast him. It's fine. Like, no.
Like, please, Disney and all you guys behind the scenes. No, that's fine. Well, you never know who's listening. It's social media. But to you guys at Disney, please fire the person that is recasting people like that. Because it's bro, like, what are you guys doing? Like, with all honesty, I'm not even laughing. Like, what are you guys... Like, what are you guys doing?
Because, well, it is, medicinal herbs in California are very legal. So, I mean, the whole team could have been on it.
They're probably smoking some crack or something. Because, bro, that guy looks like a crackhead. Jimmy Smits does not look like that, bro. Especially in character. Like, you guys got all the money and budget to have the best makeup and the best CGI or whatever to make this person look technically identical to the person prior or whatever. But no, let's just, they're probably just hating on the brother, and they're like, we're gonna make you look like hell anyways, the person we cast. So
well, with the picture that I showed you, like, he looked like a Catholic, because he's got like a little small white collar here. He looks like a Catholic priest or something. I'm like, what did they do? And mind you, we're speaking out of context in the terms of we haven't seen those episodes of Andor.
But I'm gonna go home now and watch some of that shit.
I don't have Disney Plus, so I can't watch it at all.
Well, I'll send you the thing.
I'm just waiting at this point for all the episodes to be out. But
that's who you're right.
Yeah, but they're releasing them by the arcs. I think every week, so you're getting like 2 or 3 episodes every week.
Oh, okay. So then that's not terrible. So then I'll go home and watch.
I need to rewatch season 1 though.
That's crazy, because it's just like, dude, like, what are you guys doing? I already watched season 1.
Yeah, I watched it when it came out.
Yeah,
but I haven't watched it since.
How long has it been? Like 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a freaking while. But I like the character Cassian Andor from Rogue One.
Yes, it's phenomenal.
Diego Luna he's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna meet you one day, Diego, wherever you're at.
He was at Celebration Japan, so people got to meet him there. And Mads Mikkelsen, he was there too.
Bro, I need to meet him, man.
Yeah, they released the Hot Toys of him over there. That was exclusive to Japan too. Yeah, with the Death Star plan in his hand and everything. Yeah. May the 4th is coming up this weekend too. So part of the hobbies that we like Star Wars, we're going to Disney, and we're gonna celebrate Star Wars Day that day.
We actually got some new Rode mics to hang up on the wireless. So we could we've been creating content at the parks lately, because we're gonna, like we said,
we're coming up with some ideas.
But we're recording. We're doing some content because we want to do something else. Spice it up a little bit, show you guys a different angle of us in our personal lives, our leisure time, right? Our hobbies that we like to do, and different topics we like to talk about. Like what we are on a regular basis, right? And so we want to be able to have this clarity that you hear in these mics here. Same thing, when we're on the road or doing what we're doing, on
the road with the roads.
Yeah, exactly. And
conventions and stuff.
Yeah, all that's good stuff is coming Weddings. Soon. Just anything that we do, we're definitely gonna start. Why would you do weddings? Like, that's terrible. Like, I mean.
He kept going, so I just threw that in there.
Kind of like let it slide, because people will probably be like yeah. But anyways,
like weddings, they're gonna shoot weddings? Absolutely not.
No,
I've done that
for our content. But I mean, if a wedding comes up and we could do some stuff on the side, hey, it's an extra $1 or $2.
I mean, you make good money. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, one of my favorite hobbies currently is actually video editing. I love video editing. I like the creation portion of it, bringing things to life. Right now, I'm actually learning masking.
Yeah,
you know what masking is?
Yeah, yes. Of course.
So for the viewers, real quick, that don't know what masking is, it's literally
you look it up on YouTube, right here on YouTube.
Well, anyways, go ahead. Yeah. So really quick, it's literally like let's say I'm promoting a sneaker for Nike, and then the sneaker's up top of me, and out of nowhere it lands on my foot, or I'm walking with it, and I throw a kick, and it brings things to life to a certain. It's such a nice dynamic.
Yeah.
And it brings videos to life, and I'm practicing that very much almost every other night when I can. And my kid sleeps all through the night, and I could hit a 3-4 in the morning nighter and learn. That's what I've been doing. But yeah, man, that's what I got in regards to hobbies. You got anything else to say?
No, that was just us getting the point across of hobbies, how essential it is for our health, mentally and physically, emotionally, all of that stuff. Have some cool hobbies, and we want to hear from you guys. What type of hobbies do you have? Again, he watches sports. I've watched basketball and things like that. I just don't keep up with it. I feel like I've got all these other priorities over that. And all the geeky stuff is like in my DNA. It's like God, my family, my geekiness. It is what it is. And I love it. Like Marvel's Thunderbolts comes out this weekend too. Well, I guess you guys will be watching this on the day it comes out. So it'll be out, and I'm hoping to see that sometime soon. It definitely won't be this weekend. And then I just got to avoid some social media platforms that I follow again, just to not get spoiled.
The spoilers are
easy to come by. So easy to come by. But yes.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the Ringle Dingle Dingle. Follow us on all our social platforms. If you don't got a hobby, find one. Get into some good leisure time.
Definitely.
Whether if it's workout, something transcending and building with nature, or something that gets your mind off the daily routines. It's good. It's helpful. Like Nabil said, there's good effects to it. So enjoy that, guys, and hopefully you guys gain something today in our podcast. And we love you guys, and it'll be until next week. Y'all take care.
Have a great week, everyone.